right, we are looking at a lesson today called Streaming Live. And today's objective is, given a story, I can construct a related graph in 2 out of 2 problems. Here are some things to think about today. How can we create a graph without particular points or equations? So more like relative directions and things. How do graphs tell a story? And what are the key features of graphs? So we're going to look at if we use math. You use math to tell a story. Yes. We're going to look at a platform called Twitch today. Is anybody familiar with Twitch? Twitch sucks. Whoa. Whoa, that's strong feelings right there. My goodness. Yep. It is a very popular live streaming platform for gamers, primarily for gamers. And people use it to actually have their jobs. Some people are professional gamers and professional live streamers. And many of these, most of them, I would even say, use Twitch as their platform. So Twitch Rivals is a live stream invitational tournament of the world's top gamers. And though they are competing for prize money, the gamers are also competing for viewers. Viewers produce ad revenue for their sponsors. So one of the ways that these professional gamers make money is by just having people watch them. That will generate marketing revenue for the companies that give them money to play. All right, so if we have a tournament going on or we have a professional gamer, what factors might influence how many viewers that particular streamer has? What do you think? What are some factors that might affect viewership? What time they stream, their popularity. Totally. What game they're playing, how good they are. Wow, I can't write these all. Yes, yes, yes. Also, very good. What time? Okay, what time, their popularity. So how many people already follow them or watch them? What game they play is a big influencer. Oh, I need to scroll up. How good they are. Yes, that's another very important one. How good they are. Their personality, yes. Whether they are fun to watch, whether they're engaging, whether they interact with their viewers. What else might influence how many viewers a streamer has? Anything else? I think this is a pretty good list. All right, so if a streamer is in a tournament, what might cause them to gain viewers? What might have them get more viewers? If they're doing really well, absolutely, Caitlin, yeah. So how they're doing. If they're winning. Anything else? Anything else might get them to gain viewers during a tournament? That's about it. Yeah, Burke. I think that's a good one for the next question I'm going to ask. When might they lose their viewers? If they are a sore loser or they have a bad reaction to losses, that is definitely a cause of losing viewers. Yeah, they do. People do watch ragers all the time, but it drops off, especially in a tournament. If they lose, and especially if they're knocked out of a tournament, they'll lose viewers to the people who are winning. How well they're performing. Yep. They might also lose viewers maybe when they're not playing or when they have like a bye. Do you know what a bye is in a tournament? So sometimes the way that brackets line up, you don't have to play every round. Yeah, exactly, Caitlin. You automatically win. So these are basically downtimes. Yeah, you're about to actually take streaming seriously, Tim? You have plans in the work? Oh yeah, language can lose viewers too, definitely. It depends. You stream a game called VR Chat? You looking to professionally make some money doing that? Nice, awesome. Okay, so let's look at an example. Let's look at a particular tournament. We've got this player, Alni. Alni is a top-ranked player that is expected to make it to the finals in this tournament. And let's graph their progress. We're gonna track their viewership on a graph. So here are the things that happen over the course of the tournament. We've got an empty graph over here. We're going from time 4 o'clock to about 10 o'clock p.m. And then we have the number of viewers on our y-axis. And notice we don't have a scale over here. We don't know exactly the number of viewers. All we know are the patterns that we're going to see, what we expect to happen to the viewership, go up or down. So at 4 o'clock, the tournament opens and streamers begin their pre-game broadcasts. Do you think Alni, so Alni is top ranked, but hasn't started playing yet. Do you think Alni's going to have low viewership or high viewership at 4 o'clock? So we're looking at the order of events here. At 4 o'clock, the tournament opens and streamers begin their pre-game broadcasts. So our player Alni hasn't started playing yet, just having a pre-game broadcast, but is a top-ranked player. Where do you think their number of viewers is going to be, low or high at 4 o'clock? Maybe starts low. Yeah, I agree with that, Merrick. That sounds good. Probably starts, kind of low. Yeah, I agree, Caitlin. Probably lower. So maybe somewhere around here. All right, then at 4:30, Alni is paired against a low-ranked player and wins quickly in the first 20 minutes. Starts getting more views. Cool. So we expect it to go up. Starts low, but usually rises quickly. Okay. So this is probably a not very exciting game. It's a low-ranked player. The game doesn't go very long. So maybe we'll have it go up, but not a ton right away. So at 4:30, it kind of goes up, and then the game ends, right? The game ends in 20 minutes. So right about there. So at 4:50, Alni has an early break for dinner because they finished that game so quickly. And on their channel, they play a video from a previous tournament. So they are not streaming live anymore. They're playing a video from a former tournament. What do you expect to happen to the viewers? probably lose some viewers. Yeah, views go down a little bit. Sounds accurate. I think so. So we'll have the views go down a little bit. Maybe they don't lose all of them. Maybe the video's entertaining to watch. Okay, then at 6:30, the first challenging match for Alni. The game goes into overtime and viewership spikes for the exciting final minutes. Wait, the graph is wrong? What's wrong with the graph, Merrick? Oh, maybe it goes to 6:30. Yeah, they don't lose many, but people would probably drop onto a different channel, at least while they're not playing. Ah, yeah. Gotcha, Merrick. I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Is it 6:30 now? Thank you. Yeah, Caitlin says now it's going to spike super high. Let's see. They have the exciting final minutes, viewership spikes, and then Alnley pulls ahead for the win. So yeah, looks like it's going to spike. Viewership is going to go way up here. To 7:30. All right, so 7:30, we have the semifinals. Alney is paired against their rival, and a large number of viewers tune in. The game remains close until the final moments, when Alney suffers a devastating loss and is eliminated from the tournament. Burke says it skyrockets and then adds just kind of normal people joining throughout. Yeah, so it's going to go way up right at first. And then we'll have people keep joining for a little bit. And then it'll go down, right? And is it going to go down gradually or suddenly, do you think? Let me erase this a little bit. Gradual and then sudden. Yep. So we're going to have kind of a big drop off here at 8:30. Yeah, exactly, Bert. People will go watch the finalist. Yeah. So at 8:30, man, I'm just, there we go. It drops off right at the end there. At 8:30, Alney continues to stream as a commentator on the finals. So where do you think the viewership will be there? Do you think they'll have a lot of viewers, very little, kind of in the middle? We're here. Alney has been eliminated from the tournament and is streaming as a commentator on the finals. Where do you think their viewership will be now? Yeah, about the beginning. Yeah, probably kind of low. Low. I'm probably going lower. Yeah. They probably won't lose all their viewers, right? Some people will stick around to watch the commentary, but not very many probably. And Burke says at the end, the viewers are going to drop to 0. Here, Alney ends the stream so they can attend the awards ceremony. So viewers there, that's going to drop to 0, right? We're going to drop to 0 because there's nothing for them to watch anymore. All right. So what's cool about a graph like this is that if we covered up this story, let's see if can I cover it up? I think I can. There we go. If we covered up this story, I don't know why Neuro made it like that. Cover up the whole story. There we go. And we knew that this was a tournament. Could we tell this story even without all those details? Or something similar, a similar story? Yeah, we totally could, right? We know that, something kind of interesting was happening here and something less interesting was happening here. And then something really compelling happened there and then stopped really suddenly. Right, yeah, as long as we know the context, so as long as we know it's a tournament, we could totally come up with a story, which is really cool about a graph, right? Look how much information just a simple little graph like that conveys. Like, it's all of these words. We can eliminate all of those words with just a line like that. Super cool. So when we're describing graphs, we have some words to describe those graphs. And we've actually used some of these words already this year, but we're going to define them a little bit more formally now. We've been using this term function a lot, but we've never defined it. We're going to define it now. So a function is just a relationship where each input has exactly one output. So here's an example of a function. Here's an input. 0 maps to 14. We have one arrow that goes like that. 1 maps to -6. Each input maps to a single value. On the right side, we have an example of something that's not a function. We have one input, so this is 1, and it maps to 2 different outputs. So if we were to draw this as arrows, it would have a fork like that. That tells us it's not a function. Yeah, totally, Merrick. Thank you. Yep, try refreshing or clear your cache if that doesn't work. Right, so a function is a relationship where each input has exactly one output. Yeah, definitely go do that, Burke. Eek. When we have a graph, we have a test for function. It's called the vertical line test. And what the vertical line test tells us is that if you draw a vertical line anywhere, it will only pass through the function at most one time. So it never passes through the function twice. So if we look at all of these vertical lines, we've got 1 point there, 1 point there, 1 point there. This is a function because the vertical line test only passes through one time. Awesome, we did this last year. Excellent. Yay! Versus over here on the right side, why is this one not a function? It can't intersect more than once. Exactly. Yep, that vertical line intersected twice. That's right. Yep. So we have all of these lines are going to intersect twice. This is not a function. Yep, it is also written up there. Excellent. Welcome back, Burke. So we're talking about the vertical line test. And if a vertical line passes through a function twice, that means it's actually not a function, passes through a relationship twice. That's just the definition of a function. Okay, so let's look at our example with Almy. And this is one I drew beforehand, kind of similar shape when I drew before. So assume this graph shows Almy's viewers. Is it a function? Would we consider this a function? Yeah, looks like it. Let's see, can we do the vertical line test? Do a vertical line here, maybe a vertical line here. That wasn't very vertical, but it's fine. No matter where we draw a vertical line, it only passes through once, right? Yep. This is a function. And the way we interpret that in this story kind of makes sense, right? At any particular time, there's a certain number of viewers. And there can't be two different ones. You can't have 100 viewers and 300 viewers at the same time. So that's what makes it a function. For every time we'd look, there's one particular amount of viewers. Cool. Yeah, so that is a function. All right, we have, that's true, Merrick. You could have two different amounts if you use two different streaming platforms. But in that case, we'd probably use two different functions, right? This would be Twitch, and then we'd have like a YouTube one that looked different, that maybe followed it. Yep. No, I love it. Complicate it all you want. That's awesome. All right, so then we have a couple more vocab terms. One we have talked about already. Domain and range. Domain is the valid inputs of a function, and range is the valid outputs. We can also think of this as x values and y values. Domain is the valid x values, and range is the valid y values. Exactly. Domain is x and range is y. Nice, Caitlin. So if we were to look at Alney's graph again, what is the domain of this function? Where does this function exist as far as x values are concerned? These are x values. Four to 9:30. Very good. Yes. So our domain is 4 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. You can see they started streaming here at 4 o'clock and finished streaming at 9:30. That's where the function exists. All right, so what is the range of this function? Zero to about 110,000. Very good. Yep. 0 to about 110,000. So if we look on the y-axis, you can see at the very beginning, the very end, they did have 0 viewers. Must not be very popular. It kind of depends on the context, right? Once again, we talked about what game they're playing, what time it's happening. All of those things can influence it. We went up to about 100,000 viewers, maybe 110,000 right about there. Looks to be about our max. So that defines our range. 0 to about 110,000. Okay, we have a couple more terms. We have a minimum, a maximum and a minimum. The maximum is the largest y value in the range, and the minimum is the smallest y value in the range. So we have an example function over here. You can see it goes down and then goes back up. This is still a function, passes the vertical line test. What is the maximum of this function shown? It is 18. Nice. Yep. And the minimum? Is 2. Very good. Notice it's not where the function started. The function started actually a little bit higher, but it went down. So 2 is the lowest place the function ever hits. So the minimum and maximum refer to values on the y-axis. All right, what is our maximum on Alney's graph? Yeah, about 110,000-ish. We don't know exactly what it is because they didn't give us that number, but it's just a little bit over 100,000. What's the minimum on this graph? It is 0. Nice. Yep. So our minimum number of viewers was 0, and our maximum was 110,000-ish. All right, and then we have something called an interval of increase and an interval of decrease. So you can see here, the graph is going up. That's an interval of increase. Also here, it's going up. That's an interval of increase. This is an interval of decrease because it's going down. And you'll notice we can even have it be constant. This is still a function, passes the vertical line test. It's just not changing. So that's an interval of constancy. So let's look at Alney's graph, see where it's going up and down. One to 2 is decreasing, and 2 to 3.8. Let's see, 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is decreasing, but yeah, 0 all the way to 3, I think. Where are we going here? Okay, anyway, let's look at Alney real quick. So when is Alney's viewership getting bigger? What time is Alney's viewership getting bigger? Or what times? It might be multiple times. Around 8 o'clock, yeah. Looks like it might peak around 8 o'clock. 4 to 5, yeah, looks like we're going up there. Let me draw my little arrow. 4 to 5, it's going up there. And 6 to 8:30, yep, going up here. So this is 6, and this is about 8:30. So 6 to 8:30 p.m. Awesome. All right, so when is it going down? Five to 6. Okay, so it's going down here. And then 8:30 to 9:30. Yeah, it's going down there. So maybe about 5 to 6 p.m. and 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. And is there anywhere that it's staying about the same, where it looks kind of flat? Five to 6, or maybe like 5:30, 5:15 to 6. Right here, it looks about flat. And 7:30 to 9. Yeah, it looks pretty flat right here as well. Or 7:30 to 8:30. Yeah, I like it, Olivia. Let's go with that. 7:30 to 8:30 looks pretty flat. And about 5:15 to 6. Yeah, I like it, Caitlin. Let's do that. 5:15 to 6 is pretty flat. So notice we describe intervals of increase and decrease. We describe them using our x values. We say from this x value to this x value, it's going up. And then it's staying about the same from 5:15 to 6. So we describe intervals of increase, decrease, or constant with our x values, which is time in this case. It's often time. So that is everything today, my friends. We finished pretty early. We're describing a story Given a story, I can construct a related graph in 2 out of 2 problems and talk about the key features, whether it's a function, its domain range, minimum, maximum, interval of increase, interval of decrease. You are welcome to stay if you'd like, hang out. You can get started on tomorrow's assignment, or you are free to go. No exit ticket. I don't do exit tickets in here precisely. We use our assignments basically as exit tickets. Yeah, see you tomorrow for Math Lab.